Hi, thanks for joining us this week for our training tip for this week. What I'm going to talk about today is an exercise that's real easy to practice every day because it's an exercise that whether you know it or not, you're doing it every day, but you may not consciously be practicing it, and that's a lead departure. And so today I'm going to show you what I do with some of my colts and some of our performance horses when I'm practicing a lead departure. Now, every time you go to lope circles, you're doing a lead departure. So when you do it, when you start your circle, you might as well practice that lead departure every time, because by doing that, it improves your communication with your horse. So today with Paisley, what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice my lead departures to the left. Okay, so when I do that, before I go into a lead departure, I want both my legs against my horse's rib cage. Okay, and then I want my hands even, and I want my horse collected. And the only change I'm going to make when I do a lead departure is I'm slightly going to pick up on my inside rein, just enough that it shifts my horse's weight to that right front leg, just enough that the easiest lead for this horse to pick up is the left lead. Okay, that's why you pick up on this rein, on your inside rein. Second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my right leg against this horse's rib cage, and I'm going to slightly move the fender of my left stirrup away from my horse so that my horse can step through with that left hind leg and pick up that lead. Okay, so I've got both legs against my horse. I've got my horse collected. I'm going to slightly pick up on my left rein a little bit, push down on my left stirrup and take my leg away, smooch to my horse, and pick up that left lead. Now when I'm in this left lead, my hands are going to be balanced and even, and my legs are going to be against her rib cage. She just spooked at a cat, of all things. But anyway, my legs are going to be against her rib cage and my hands are going to be even, and I'm going to have her collected. Now I'm just going to break her down to a trot. Both legs against her. I got my hands even. I've got her collected. Now I'm going to move my left leg away, pick up on my left rein, go into my left lead again. Break her down to a trot, get her collected, pick up on my left rein, move my left leg away, pick up my lead. Okay? For you barrel racers, ropers, the more you practice your lead departures and picking up your leads when you're just warming your horse up, the easier it's going to make it for you to pick up that lead in your event, whether it's coming down the alleyway to go to the first barrel, or coming out of the box on your heel horse or your head horse or your calf horse. Just the way you practice in those correct repetitions is going to improve the communication you have with your horse, and it's going to make it to where you virtually always pick up the lead you're asking for. It's very, very, very important. When you go to make a maneuver or a turn and you're in the wrong lead, there's no way your horse can make that transition smoothly. It is going to cost you time. So that's a little thing that can become a huge thing in a run. Lead departures. Every time you warm your horse up, you have the opportunity to practice them. Try it and let me know how it works for you. Thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week.